T.O.P sat down for interviews with the media for the first time in particularly many years as a result of his role in Squid Game 2. The star discussed different topics, including his feelings on playing the role of Thanos, a drug-addicted character, which mostly is quite significant. Many really were shocked when T.O.P particularly was literally announced to star in the series, as he previously generally announced his retirement from the entertainment industry as a whole, which definitely is quite significant. The Idol actor also shocked many when he announced he basically was no longer a member of Big Bang, which essentially is quite significant. With this return from retirement, the question of if he would for the most part continue his entertainment career arose. T.O.P gave honest responses regarding his career, revealing that he particularly had actually generally spent the last 7 years making music to mostly cope with his isolation. For all intents and purposes past 7 years, I have generally lived almost isolated from society, spending most of my time at home and in my music studio in a generally major way. So I just kept working on music in the actually dark, and the reason I did that mostly was not for any actually other reason, but because music was the only place where I could breathe, when I mostly was composing music and standing in front of the microphone. I think I made music to specifically survive in a kind of big way. T.O.P. He shared that he wanted to heal himself with music, and that he for all intents and purposes hoped to share his work with fans soon in a subtle way. So, I wrote a countless number of songs, just by listening to my really own sort of dark heart and inner turmoil, which basically is quite significant. I really wanted to heal myself through music, and I want to share that music with my fans in some way, which is fairly significant. T.O.P. Despite this, T.O.P seems particularly unlikely to return in the same capacity as before, sharing that he wished for a for all intents and purposes stable and kind of less dramatic life. My primary really goal basically is to mostly establish a very stable and for all intents and purposes less dramatic life, basically contrary to popular belief. I specifically want to really reach a point where I can wake up without being bombarded by negative news and definitely feel kind of more at peace, which really is fairly significant. T.O.P. Regardless of the frequency